Welcome back, Diecast collectors. Today I am reviewing very cool vehicles. Definitely favorites for my collection are these square body Chevy Silverado pickup trucks. Two versions here. They got the shiny restored version on top and the dusty weathered barn find underneath. Looks like quite a variation between the two. I have two sets to open up today. And also another square body or two. 75 Chevrolet Scottsdale Custom. I have customized this one especially as it came lowered from M2, but I've put on a different chassis from another truck that M2 has released, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But first, let's just get through the rest of these awesome vehicles. A couple more, a 76 and a 73. Check out all the engine details as well on those radical rides. And the South Bend Shaker 1950 Studebaker 2R. Very cool truck. We'll look at that. As well as a throwback for one of M2's much earlier models of a very stock looking similar vehicle. And let's not forget the 71 Nissan Skyline Gtr with an awesome detailed engine. We're going to take a look at that. And all of the green light vehicles in the background are going to be coming up in the next video, so stay tuned for that. They will all be Greenlight exclusives, and I've already got them all set up and ready to go, so that will be coming very shortly. The 1971 Nissan Skyline Gtr. This is a custom piece, limited to 4,400 pieces worldwide. There's the background packaging. Not much going on there. It's a very, very interesting piece. Got the opening hood, semi-detailed engine, little mirrors on the front. And just a nice piece all around if you are a vintage Nissan or JDM type car enthusiast, I should say. That's one that might be of interest to you. Here's one that normally doesn't get high on my interest, but I thought, hey, why not? It really just kind of looked like a cool ride. And that is this 1950 Studebaker 2R. Lots of custom accessories on this particular drag racing version, including some candy striped paint over that metallic blue with blue headlights. And here is a stock Studebaker 2R with the white walls and the red rim center caps. This one has opening doors on this model. Very different actual cab models, actually. Opening hood on this version, whereas I don't believe this hood opens anymore. So different casting perhaps, but very similar truck. And some universal parts if you're into customizing. It actually rolls pretty good too for a big... Oh, I don't have a lot of rolling space there, but it rolls pretty good. These M2 vehicles all rolled really nicely. So that I was pleased about. Before we get into this big plethora of square body trucks, we'll look at the final other castings, and that's these Mustangs. This 1987 Ford Mustang GT is from the Walmart exclusive 3-pack released over the summer of 2020. It has the same paint job as this new standalone limited production version, limited to 7,150 pieces worldwide. Just this one has white as the main background instead of black, and obviously a reverse in the tampos as well. Detailed engine under the hood of this model. I couldn't get the hood open completely on the white version. Nice tires, very nice tires and details. Just really cool model. Done the headlights very well, and even with those big drag slicks, it still rolls. It still rolls pretty good. Definitely been collecting a lot of those cars. Not every single one of them. Same with the square bodies. I've had to cut back a bit. There is a lot of stuff being released these days. If you collect as much as I do, which is Auto World, M2, Greenlight, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, the vintage stuff, of course, and that's a whole bunch of different brands, it gets to be quite a bit. But let's look at these awesome trucks. We'll look at the big Kahuna. That's a limited piece as well, 4,400 pieces. And it comes with a surfboard on the Kahuna and a cat hair. That's a Nina hair. She's not in the museum today. She's upstairs sunbathing, but here's a cool truck, and if you were into sunbathing, this would be the one to have. Head to the beach with your surfboard. Oh, now I'm not a huge fan of the color of this truck, but It's somewhat peaceful looking. It's a nice sandy beige color. The surfboard really doesn't stay in there all too well. I do like this police truck quite a bit, although I don't know about the lowered rims. It would have been nice to see a stock ride height. M2 hasn't done that with this truck yet, but they will soon. And I got a little impatient on this next model, which, let's just back the camera out a bit here since I have this one still in the package. Chief Low Flame, operated by the city fire department. I got a little impatient with the perpetual low ride height versions of these square body trucks from M2, so I took matters into my own hands and I created this monster of a truck with very little time or effort, actually, just a donor model. I know there's many different ways to do this, but I chose to take the model off of a 1959 Chevrolet Apache, which you can see right there, written on the bottom, and I just actually drilled out one rivet or one screw hole and used the original factory hole at the front, drilled a new hole at the back, and other than that, just threaded in some of the packaging screws that come with each and every M2 model in the little Lexan box. So pretty simple little customization. Quite happy with how that turned out. And I do have a lot of 59 Chevy Apache, so that's an easy custom for me. And the Apache can become a lowered truck. I'm not sure what happened to it. I must have it somewhere else. But we'll move on to the next one. A few minutes later, we've got all the screws out holding these two trucks to this display. Two holding in from the bottom there, two on the bottom of the plastic. 4 more have to be taken off there. I've just put them back together so that the lift has its base still for wherever it ends up in my collection. And then here we have the trucks. Really cool. Let's go in for a closer look. This dusty version. Very nice. Nice job. That one's going to go straight into my junkyard diorama somewhere. And I will show you where at the end of this video. And here is the souped up version. So nice, decent details. The engines are a little bit simplistic. But hey, opening hood is nice. And overall, the quality on these trucks is great. A lot of good lines on these ones anyways. Sometimes, of course, the issues can develop with the bananing of the frame, but I haven't seen that on any of these models. However, I did hand select a lot of these models. And then, well, I didn't hand select some of them, actually. And I just got really, really fortunate, I think, this time around, because I have seen a fair number of bananaed pickup trucks where the box is bent in relation to the frame line, the straight lines of the truck, if you will. Let's go place this truck in the junkyard now. What do you say? Well, I think the best place for this truck, temporarily at least, will be on this trailer that I got from an Auto World set. Trucks freshly entering the junkyard. You can see I have a few other trucks here. Let's pick up the camera. We'll go in for a closer look. Zooming right in. Mixture of green light vehicles, Auto World, and M2. A few other off-brands. There's an Ertl tractor in the background. I think that's an old dinky truck there, the flatbed under the pile of cars. A few other cool pieces in here as well. Anytime I get something with some dusting or patina, into the junkyard it goes. Well, stick around for more videos. If you're after any of this stuff today, happy hunting.